episode of Colton High Screencasts. I'm your host, Mr. Dollins. One of the greatest challenges for any teacher is finding a way to make accommodations for a struggling student. Finding that perfect accommodation just so happens to also be one of the greatest joys for any teacher. Thankfully, that challenge has been lessened a bit by great services like Newsela. Newsela is a website devoted to providing news items for students at a variety of reading levels. Go on Newsela and you will discover a broad range of articles covering English language arts, science, and social studies, all fit to print for any student in your classroom. In this screencast, we'll take a look at how to set up Newsela for use with your students in a Google Classroom, and even take a peek at how to grade an assignment once a student has completed it. So, let's get started. We begin with logging into Newsela. If you've never been here before, you'll need to establish an account. The easiest way is to use the Google Single Sign-On feature. Otherwise, you're on your own to create your own username and password. Once you sign in, however, you'll be treated to a homepage that reveals a large array of articles for you to peruse and possibly even assign to your students. Before we look at these articles, let's set up a class. For most users, class setup will immediately pop up upon entering this website. But since I've been on here before, I just get the normal site, so I'm sorry to disappoint you. As long as you follow the prompts, however, it should be pretty easy to set up your Google Classroom. However, if, like me, you don't get pop-ups, you can set up your classes by clicking on the Binder link in the top row of links. This will bring you to the Binder page, which looks like this. To create a class, click on Create a Class, and then select the Import a Class option. Depending on which learning management system you're using, select the right one for you. In my case, I'm selecting Google Classroom because it's the simplest and the best learning management system on the market. Once you've selected your classroom import, you will sync with whatever your management system is, in this case, Google. This will bring up a list of the classes in which you teach or co-teach. Select the ones for which you wish to create assignments. In this case, I'm selecting the best English class ever because it really is. Select your class, then punch in Sync Selected Classes. You will be prompted to select a grade and subject, although they do it after the fact like you forgot something. Then, after assigning grade and subject, click Sync Selected Classes again, and your class will be added to your Newsela class list. At this point, assigning articles to your students becomes pretty simple. Let's go back to the home page. Every article out here is begging for you to assign them, but you need to pick the one that's right for you. Since my students are learning about William Shakespeare right now, I want to find the perfect article for them. All I need to do is click on the search button and type in the name of the most famous earring-wearing playwright in history. Once the articles appear, it's as simple as just looking for the right one. One of the things I'm interested in is Shakespeare's influence, and here's a good piece on Shakespeare's widespread appeal. Once we click on the article, you can see it's a piece about how Shakespeare became adapted in a wide range of cultures. By itself, this is a great piece to assign to students. But what if I have students whose Lexile capacity is below grade level? Well, Newsela has us covered. By clicking on the Lexile button here, we can change the access level for students. The initial Lexile is always at the maximum, but you can toggle between a range of Lexiles. This varies from article to article. For this one, it goes all the way down to 640 Lexile. For our struggling readers, this is a real blessing. They can now have immediate access to the main ideas their classmates will get from the original text. On the right-hand side of the screen, you will see there are activities for students to complete. Power words activities or quizzes focused on important vocabulary in the article. Write activities or quick write assignments to get students thinking about the essential ideas of the article. Quizzes are pretty obvious. And Lesson Sparks provide you with a written lesson plan for using the article. Now, once you have the lay of the land, it's time to assign the article to your class. You have two options: create an assignment and add to an assignment. Adding an assignment is only available if you have already created an assignment. So for the intent of this screencast, let's just create one. Clicking Create an Assignment will bring you to the assignment page, which allows you to title your assignment. It defaults to the article title, but you can change it. You can also select the class to which you wish to give the assignment. You can give specific assignment instructions here. So I just want my students to answer the questions on the quiz. And you can adjust the Lexile level of the assignment. Click on this, gives you all the available Lexiles. Select the one you want and click Lock Selection. Once you have everything in place, click Assign. Creating the assignment, however, does not complete your assignment. While your Google Classroom is connected to Newsela, creating the assignment does not post the assignment on your Classroom stream. To do that, you will need to click on the Share button, which is this little curved arrow button on your assignment thumbnail. That brings up a Share Assignment pop-up box. Select Google Classroom, and that will take you to a Classroom window. Choose your class, your action, and click Go. This will bring you to an assignment window in which you can create an assignment like you would any other assignment you want your students to do. If you are creating an assignment for your RSP students or your EL students, you can select their names specifically from the student drop-down menu. In order to make sure you are assigning the Newsela article correctly to all of your students, you may need to create multiple assignments. However, that's the business of education. It is essential we provide the best access for all of our students, regardless of their ability level. That is our calling. Once you've assigned the article to your specific students in Google Classroom, you're ready to go. Now it's just a matter of students completing the assignment. Once a student has completed the assignment, you can return to the assignment section for your binder on Newsela and select the assignment you wish to view. This will bring you to the assignment page. Scrolling down the page, you will see the students in your class who have completed the assignment. By clicking on the student name, you are taken to the student's assignment. Select the Activities tab to the right and open the results of their assignment. So in this one, I only wanted my student to answer the quiz, and as you can see, the student scored 100%. Pretty cool. Depending on the activity, Newsela will give you different options. For example, with writing tasks, you can return the assignment to students for revision. Once you are done reviewing your student's work, you can return to your Google Classroom, click on the assignment, and grade the student's work. If you are creating assignments for students with different lexile, you will have to do this a few times. While this may seem frustrating and time-consuming, it is worth it when you consider that you are meeting students where they are at and providing them with the readings they can fully understand. Setting accommodations for our special education and English language learning students is one of our most important jobs. It's not enough to scaffold assignments for everyone. For students with disabilities, their individualized education plans call for special accommodations in addition to the ones provided for all students in our classes. And our EL students simply lack the language skills necessary to interact with curriculum at grade level, making it essential to find pathways for their understanding. Newsela is a wonderful tool to support those individual accommodations. Thank you for joining me for this screencast. If you enjoyed this video, check out the others on my YouTube channel and click subscribe. I would appreciate it if you did. Meanwhile, until next time, I'm Mr. Dollins.